Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the stream. So, after the miserable fail of last episode on Friday, we have fully decided to just give up on Heart Gold for now. And we are instead going to absolutely smash out Pokemon Black. Now, the only thing I did last night while setting this up for today was took the time to get a somewhat decent nature on our Oshawott, who is plus attack. The minor speed isn't great, but it took me about an hour to even get this kind of ability, so I wasn't wasting any more time going for like an adamant nature. So we're just going to leave it as is. That is going to be the only Pokemon we do any shenanigans with. From here on out, it is just pure whatever Pokemon we get, whatever ability we get, it is what it is. And we are going to hopefully start to absolutely destroy this region. Now, I do have a more in-depth prep sheet this time, instead of just a very bare bones one. So I'm hoping, with us also playing a bit slower, and with a new strategy of, instead of just having 4 attacking moves on our team, we are going to try to go for a 50-50 split of attacking moves and stats manipulation moves. So I'm hoping, with all that put together, we should make it through this time. So let's see how we do. So first of all, obviously we have our Pokemon. We've got to get through this beginning Pokemon intro. And we've all seen this plenty of times. There's no point taking our time with this. We're just going to rush through and get this over with. And after we get our first Pokemon, we're probably going to be a bit quiet for a second because I am in the middle of eating. I assumed I would be finished before I started the stream, but it took a bit longer than I expected. So after we get our first team member, we will be muting for a minute. And then we should be over with. Now, on this route, we are, of course, hoping for Lillipup. Just because he's an absolute machine. And Patrat falls off very quickly. Whereas with Stoutland, we can take that to the end. If we are careful. But if we don't get him on this first route, we can pretty much guarantee. Well, actually, tell a lie. We can't exactly guarantee the other choice. Which is what we're going to need to do. With just level 7 and a Repel. And that is it. That should be our first team member. I can't imagine him escaping out of this. Or her, sorry. Alright, there we go. So, yes, from now until... Well, I imagine this will take a minute or two. We're going to go quickly on mute. And try and get this food finished with, so we can just carry on with the stream. And hopefully go quite far tonight. The plan is... Well, I'll go through the plan when I come back. All right, that is all over with. Let's go. Dan, dibs on the fossil Pokemon. Yeah, that's no problem. And sorry about that. I just had to finish eating real quick. So, what was I going to say before? The plan for something. I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what the plan was going to be, but... Oh, yes. So the plan for this stream is we are going to get to the 4th gym, unlock that bridge, and then in between tonight's stream, the end of tonight's stream and the start of tomorrow afternoon stream, I'm going to spend some time farming up those... What's it called? Farming up those wings. Because I think that's where, along with me just playing badly, that is where some of our issues are arising. Is because we are not leveling up naturally. We are missing out on a lot of EVs. So hopefully I can counteract that by a little... Right, we still can't get repels. Okay, so there's no way for me to guarantee the Lillipup now, but let's hope we get the Lillipup over the Purloin. And hopefully with those with a bit of help from... if I can make it through here, I'll come back. Okay, never mind. And it's a Purloin. Okay, so no Lillipup this run. Bit of a shame. Actually, it is a massive shame. But we'll make it work. And hopefully with those added EVs that we gain from that, we should be able to close the gap a bit. Well, that's the plan. We are going to have to make it to Elisa or Lesser before the end of the stream tonight. So there is no real set time on the stream tonight. It's just go until we get where we need to be. I didn't catch the Purloin. I completely forgot. Okay, this... We are already off to a not great start, but we'll see what we can do. Now, the next stage as well is probably going to be, well, without Lillipup, is going to be a bit of a risk. But we aren't going to pick up the, what is it? We aren't going to pick up the monkey from the Dream Yard. We are going to wait until after the gym. And pick up a Ordino through the shaking grass instead. Because if I remember correctly, that was a big help in my last attempt. This is going to be a wipe already. You want to fight? Okay. Well, let's get this out. I didn't get the Lillipup, so I kind of want to reset this run anyway. Let's not make it easy for her, though. We should win against this Tepig with Oz, but you never know. Yeah, there we go. That's a crit. This is going to be a reset. As I say, I do kind of want the Lillipup, so let's run this back. The Lillipup is almost essential for this plan against this gym to work. Because Lillipup is an absolute monster. And as I say, I'm not picking up the monkey because I want the Ordino for the 4th gym. She can set up the reflex or light screens and make the Emolga fights so much easier. So that is the game plan we are going for. We're just going to stick with the same names. We're just going to settle in for the evening. This is going to be probably quite a long stream, so... Right, now let's hopefully find ourselves a Lilliput. At least either in this route or the next one. If not, we'll just keep trying until we do. Alright, Patrat again, not great. But we do still have a decent chance at the Lilliput on the next route, so we'll just keep our fingers crossed. I finally got a good Nuzlocke in Gen 3. It go good. Okay, fair enough. Did you beat it, or how far did you get? I forgot what I called you. Call you Cat again. No, still playing. Fair enough. Whereabouts are you? In Gen 3. I'll get this over with again. And I think we're at the point where I might actually save here and start resetting from here. Because going through this every time is a bit pointless. In fact, yeah, that's what we'll do. We will still save before the end fight, so there is chance for randomness to happen. We could lose the Patrat early on, but maybe not. You just started, but better than Leaf Green. That's all right then, that's all right. So have you given up on the Leaf Green for now? Or have you given up completely? Or are you just going to come back to it later? Because I will say, I have happily given up on Heart Gold for now. That is... It's just annoying. Right, now let us hopefully get ourselves a Lilliput now. We do not want another Purloin. Because they are absolutely useless. And you can find better Dark types later on anyway. Lilliput. There we go. Okay, right. This run is up and running. We are going to switch to cat just in case. If he crits, we could be dead. Oh, and we crit. Okay. Well, as I said, the Lilliput is essential, so this is going to be the only time we do anything like this. From now on, after the Lilliput, it's going to be just a straight run. If we start losing encounters, we start losing encounters. But for now, we need the Lilliput. So I don't think this is going to be the entire playthrough. Like I say, after this route, it is strictly first encounters only. If we don't get what we need, it is what it is. We'll try to make it work. But at least for this first gym, since we're not going for the monkey, we do need Lilliput. Pardon me. We are never dying from N, so let's actually cut him out now because, as I say, running into N isn't a risk, isn't an issue. Okay. Good job we did save. This should be a lot quicker now. And that is a duplicate, so that's fine. I can just run past you. There we go. Right, let's try this one more time. Don't crit. And we'll just catch it from here. There's no point risking it again. I hope we're still live. OBS just said we disconnected, but well, Twitch has come back on, so I assume we are fine. Alright, we need to get back through here, do a quick heal. We'll try that again. Do a quick heal. Try that again. There we go. Get a quick heal off, and then we can carry on. So, let's get the brand new Lilliput up to level 7 as well. And as I say, this thing is pretty essential for this first gym. Because I'm not taking the monkey and I need something that is reliably going to take out their monkey. So we can just blow through these for now. And let's take on these trainers. All of this should be easy enough right now. We're not really in any danger. Bite didn't really do anything. Our tackle should do a lot more now that we've lowered their defense. And as you can see already, we are using a lot more stat moves than previously. And I'm hoping that that is what's going to be the difference between a win or a loss. But we'll have to wait and see. Even with the growl, this looks to be a 2-shot. Just under. That is fine. We can just start blowing through these. We do not need to waste time on any wild Pokemon. Let's just get through the trainers, get to the first gym, and see if this run is viable without the monkey. I imagine it should be. We might have to sacrifice Backtrack or something, but overall we should be fine. Now your defense has been lowered. We will send in Blue, who has already picked up an item for us. So let's quickly see what our first pickup item is. It is a free potion. Lovely. Not mad at that at all. Let's go pick up another one and our Pokeball. I forgot you want to fight, but we should be fine here. We hit you with a tail whip. Let's see what damage we do. Yep, this is a 2-shot from us. And then Tepig can't really do anything to us, so a water gun should be a nice 2-shot as well. Oh, it's a 1-shot, never mind. So yes, not an issue at all. Before we take on Cherin, let us heal. And then we fight you. And then that should be the gym leader back in its place as well. So, I'm going to hit you with the tail whip. And then send out Cat. And we should be fine. That did... What did that do? That did 8. So, if he crits, we're dead. But we're risking it. And we now go into Blue. And he should be able to finish the job. Yep. Yeah, we're absolutely fine. Even with a crit, we are alive. So it doesn't matter. And there we go. I forgot you had another Pokemon, but that is fine. We will go back into Oz. Hit a tail whip ourselves. And we should outdamage this easily enough. Yeah, nice easy 2-shot. So even if it did hit me again, we are absolutely fine. And there we go. Alright, the gym leader is back in his place. We will heal up. Give everyone the orange berries for the fight. And the actual gym is 14, so let's get everyone up to 12. And if I'm not mistaken, Blue learns work up without the TM, so we should make him ideal for this fight. A helping hand do not need. But let's go and do this. So, first gym, here we go. We've got to take on the trainers first. Shouldn't be much of an issue here. We are going to leave the orange berries off until the actual fight. Because these guys we will just switch around for. Whereas we kind of need the free heal on Lillipup for the actual fight, just in case. So once again, hit you with the tail whip as you go for a lair as well. We'll go for a second one because you aren't going to one-shot us. That did 9 damage, so even if he crits, we are alive. Now we go into cat. Our defense has not been, well, it has been dropped 1 stage now, but we are still ahead. And that is a first trainer down. Now, we have the last trainer. I believe there's only 2. We'll use them. Get you back to normal. And then after this fight, it should be the gym leader straight away, right? Hit it with the tail whip. That did 9, so we are absolutely fine. If this is not a 2-shot, we are dead, but it is a 2-shot, so that's fine. Once again, tail whip the purloin. Did 5 damage, so even crits we are absolutely fine with. We do not need focus energy. And that is the gym leader right there. So, run back, heal up Oshawott, get everyone up to level, and this should be the first gym nice and easy. Blue has also picked up another item already. It's a free antidote. I will take it. Thank you very much. So we are going to start. Right, so Lillipup didn't learn work up before the gym, but that's fine. With the combination of tail whips and 3 different Pokemon, we should be still fine to beat this gym deathless. So yours, first up is a Lillipup, of course. So we just do a quick little tail whip. And hopefully we can start. We did not put the Oran Berries on, so we could be in a spot of bother here. No, that is you too. Oh, you're faster. Okay. Right. So now we have Pansage. We are too low to risk staying in. So we are going to go to Cat, and if we do end up having to sacrifice Cat, that is fine. We're going to try to drop it down 2 stages as you are set up 3 workups. So this could be a problem. 4 workups now. But you aren't going to be able to do anything, and that is the first gym. Easy peasy. Which means we are now free to go to the Dream Yard and hopefully pick up our Odino. I think in the first patch of Shaking Grass, it's a guaranteed Odino. I think in later routes, you get different Pokemon, but the only thing we're after is the Odino. And then if we can use that with a combination of Drillbur that we will get in the next cave, along with the resisted Blitzel that we hopefully will find on Route 3. We do have a high chance of actually finding Pidove as well, which could be a bit of a shame, but we can then find the Zeb Striker much later on. Let's give you work up. Now, you do get hypnosis, so we don't want to really... We'll get rid of your tackle entirely. Give you work up, switch over to bites. And if we come across any danger, hopefully we should be okay for now. So we put bite up there. Work up there. I've not checked up these guys' natures either. So careful nature is plus special defense minus special attack. You are a physical attacker, so that is absolutely fine. And then same with you as well. Once again, physical attacker, so absolutely fine in my eyes. Someone does need cut. Looks like Cat, you are losing your lair. But that's fine. We do have the defense moves on both Oshawott and Lilliput, I believe, so we should be absolutely fine. Danaman Minecraft play. I have not played that since a very young teenager. But funny enough, you mentioned that because it is in the cards when we eventually start streaming other stuff, because I think it would be quite a fun stream, quite a good stream, good content for me to beat Minecraft for the first time ever. And like I say, since I've not played it since about 2012 or something like that, I'm sure there's a lot more new stuff in there that I have no idea what that's about, so having someone discover that kind of stuff for the first time, I imagine will be quite fun to watch. So it is on the cards in the future, but realistically, I need to get Gen 5 done with. They're the only ones holding me back right now. I need this. I've done the randomizer for this game, so at least that one's done with. But I still need to finish the base run of this. And the base and randomizer of Black 2. But after we finish Gen 5, we will pardon me. After Gen 5, we will start to change up the streams a bit. And start streaming some other stuff as well as the new gens of Pokemon. But I've started these two now, so I need to get these ones done before we move on to anything new. Multiplayer thing like parkour channel. Oh no, absolutely not. No, it'll just be, well, the first however many streams it takes will be just vanilla Minecraft, just trying to beat it for the first time. You guys should have a good laugh at watching me die ridiculous amounts. And then after that, we will then look into potentially mods and stuff like that. And that is if the vanilla run doesn't make me absolutely hate the game. But if I do find it fun, then we will start looking into modded Minecraft and stuff like that. But yeah, no parkour and stuff like that, no. Right, now we need to find a patch of shaking grass. There it is. And let's get our Ordino. So this is just going to be our wall against Lisa. That's basically all he is going to be there for. You did have a citrus berry. That would have been nice to keep, but we do only have 2. I should have picked up more Pokeballs, but we catch it first try, so no matter. It does not matter. Going to name you after the Gen 1 version of you, which, as always, is the better version. Alright, and I would ideally like you to have the regenerator ability. But you don't. Bit of a shame. And you do have minus attack nature as well. So not great, but as I say, it's only here for Elisa as a setup option. So it doesn't really matter too much. And there's our first repel. Hopefully we can start buying them now, so I can start... I always forget about this one. Yeah, hopefully we can... start using our rappel manipulations now, if we can buy some anyway. Right, so the next level cap for the gym is level 20, so... we are fine on Oshawott for now, but let's take him out of top spot. Blue's also picked up another item, which is another antidote. Lovely. Let's put you up front. Let's make Ordino at least a bit viable. Double slap, no. You don't have like the technician ability, so it's kind of pointless. We would heavily rely on that needing like 4 or 5 hits. We can pick up Great Balls as well now. But we can get repels. We can get a lot as well. So, as always, make it a nice easy 10. And let's move on to Great Balls as well now. Let's get 10. I believe we are done with this area. After we get this, we are absolutely good. And then we move on to the Wellspring Cave, which we are going to have to rappel through to hopefully find a Drillbur. But that does depend on how many dust clouds we have to find, because we don't have a huge amount of rappels, and they don't exactly travel well. Not travel well. We don't get a huge amount of steps with them, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so we go through here. There's an item down here. Forgot what it is, but it's a free Great Ball. Lovely. Let's go over here now. This is the daycare, which we don't need. We'll fight all these guys. That's Lillipop versus Lillipop. What have you just done? Oh, you made it so you don't get crit. That's fine. 1 bite is more than enough. Now, I forgot what level Lillipop actually evolves. I know it evolves before the first gym, but I forgot when exactly. Water gun doesn't really do anything. This is a nice easy 2-shot. Perfecto. I'm fighting all you guys mainly because I want your money. So if we do run out of repels, we can come back and buy more. Takedown is just a better tackle, right? I mean, it does damage me a little bit, but we should be fine. Let's use you on you. And you hit me with a fake hyper beam, which is absolutely fine. Now, same again. Well, you don't have Leer anymore, so we'll instead use Work Up. And then I believe Cut is stronger than Bite because we have stab bonus. And then there's something in this sand. Yep, there we go. Free Ultra Ball. Let's get a nice little heal off this lady. I don't think anyone else gives us anything, do they? Okay, yeah, cool. All right. Now we have these two. Let's take these on. which is Purloin and Purloin. So Cat and Blue, work up and work up. And we should be more than capable of taking these guys out. Just as long as they don't tag team someone. Well, if they tag team, I can tag team, so that is fine. There we go. There we go. You can tag team, but I'm strong enough to take you out with one Pokemon each. Right, we've got Sharon coming up now here. But this should also be easy enough. And then we stay out of the grass for now. We stay out of this grass until we find the dark grass further down. And hopefully get a double encounter. So we can kind of hopefully choose our Pokemon. Alright, we could probably do with switching. We are faster, but let's not risk it. You never know. Something could happen. We just hit you with a bite. You go down. And next up is Purloin, which is level 12. Let's hit a workup. As you go for a growl. Let's try a takedown. Easy one shot. Right, we'll go take those little fellas out in a second. Just gotta go heal again. And then we hit the repels and just hopefully find a Drillbur in a somewhat decent time. I don't really want to spend like more than a couple minutes in here. Because as I say, I do plan... Well, we do need to get to the 4th gym at least tonight. Just to unlock that bridge. So we can start farming for tomorrow's session. It gave me a free workup. That is awesome. Should be a 2-shot. Yep. So we don't need to worry about bide. That's that dealt with. Right, 2 Patrats versus a Patrat and a Snivy. Mine has workup. Yours probably don't. Don't double layer me. Right. You've laid me once, but then went for Snivy. So that is fine by me. And keep going for the Snivy. And yeah, this new plan of using stat boosting moves is already working. I mean, these fights were never going to be a challenge anyway, but I mean, workup is already showing its worth. I've put a repel on. So now we are looking for dust clouds. Let's keep using these repels, and let's also actually we'll stick Ordino in front. He's not going to do massive damage to the Drillbur, so should be able to catch it without risk of crit killing it. That's the plan anyway. Whether that works, we'll have to wait and see. Dan, what are you doing? I don't know. What am I doing? I'm currently looking for a Drillbur. Right, what do you think I'm doing? There we go. There's the drill bur. And that should be low enough for us to catch. Let's get rid of these last couple Pokeballs. I ran around. Yeah, but I had a repel on. Right, so that's that over with. And like I say, before we go get these items over here, we want to... Now, what level do I need to be for this, actually? Level 11. So we want to keep the drill bur. It's already level 13. So, okay, we... Unfortunately... are already over the level cap for the repel. So we're just going to have to pray that we get good encounters in the dark grass. Didn't really want Ordino in front anymore, but we'll use a couple growls, make sure we can switch in freely. And let's bring in Blue. Shockwave is special, so all those growls did nothing. And then one more bite. There we go. Oh, there we go. Here's Blue's first evolution. Right. We'll put you up front. You've lost your pickup ability now, but you should have Intimidate. No, you've actually got the terrible, terrible ability of Sand Rush, which makes you worse, but it's fine. We'll make it work. You've still got enough attack and everything to still be useful, at least. Alright, Dark Grass. Let's hope for a double battle. We don't, and we end up with a Purloin instead of a Blitzel or a Pidoof, which is fairly terrible. But at least we can use it as a sacrifice for now. We can use it to growl something. But it is what it is. Okay, I don't want you that much, so can you just get caught? Because I don't even want you, so you are just actually annoying me now. Okay. Yeah, so we can use this as a free switch-in, essentially, in the future. But I really would have liked... I spell field. I'm an idiot. I really would have liked the Blitzel there, but it is what it is. But I can now go back. We will also use a repel because I don't need Pokemon now. Let's pick up these items. Emo Garfield. Yeah, he doesn't just hate Mondays, he hates every day. You really need some better moves because Mud Slap is weak. Fury Swipes is weak. I mean, Fury Swipes is at least stronger than Mud Slap, so we will use that for now. But ideally, we need you to get some better ground moves as fast as possible. I don't remember exactly when we pick up Dig. But when we do, that is going straight on that. Pick up that, just don't run into anything. Good. Alright, we'll fight you. Yeah, let's just switch out. You are fairly useless at this point. Until you get some better moves, you are not great. Whereas you, even without not having the Intimidate ability, is a real kicker, but we can make it work. Well, hopefully we can make it work anyway. I forgot to check this guy's ability as well, so we will check that in a second. I didn't really mean to use that, actually. This should make this a one-shot. There we go. Alright, let's check out old Billy. So, Lonely Nature, which is plus attack, minus defense. I mean, not great. The plus attack is nice, but the minus defense is far from ideal. There's the Blitzel that we wanted. Unfortunately, it is too late. And this is the last fight, and then we're in the next town. Now, for the Pinwheel Forest, I've got two choices here. If I level 17 Repel in the Dark Grass, I have a very good chance at a Timber. Which, as you guys should know by now, I don't need to trade it to get it to its final evolution, so we could have a Conkeldurr fairly soon. I mean, not straight away, but it's not a million miles away. Or if we level 17 Repel inside the forest, we have another good chance for a Swaddle, which we are needing a grass type. And to get to a Leave Any, we only need high friendship, so we can do that fairly easily just by running about for a bit. So I'm unsure. Now, we do have another route later on that... let me just scroll down the cheat sheet 1 second. So, in... There is another route later on. Yes, so... If I go to Route 18 after I get Surf, I can get a Scraggy, which is a better fighting type. So I think we will go for the Sawaddle. And hopefully that is not a mistake, but we'll have to wait and see. Now we pick up a Mystic Water from this lady. No. From you. So that's Oshawott powered up a little bit. So I think with the Pinwheel Forest, we will wait for the grass type. Now the gym here is level 20. Metal Claw, finally. Well, not finally, but thankfully we got that. So that's Metal Claw. So we'll go to 18. You picked up Razor Shell, which is going to now take advantage of your boosted attack, which is, and also an evolution, which is the reason we went for the attack boosted nature, is for Razor Leaf and Aqua Tail later on. You can now get rid of Bite for Crunch. And we do also want Hypnosis, just in case. So, goodbye Detect. Because I don't really think I'm going to be using Cat as a staller. You don't need a Tract, do you? It's better than Helping Hand. You never know, it could come in useful, I suppose. At least we'll get something much better. Now we need you at level 17 for the forest encounter, so... So we'll keep you at 17. And then, as I say, not going to be used much, but I forgot what you have. You've got the Unburden, Razor Speed if a held item is used. You're already pretty fast, that doesn't really matter. Minus special attack, plus special defense. As I say, you're not going to be on the team for long, so your ability isn't a huge deal. There's an item outside here, right? Yep. Another free Ultra Ball. Let's take on N and get this gym done with. I forgot who I've got in front. It's still Bill. That's fine. A couple Metal Claws. Hopefully get an attack boost. Okay, we didn't get one. Simple. As I say, we don't have a grass type yet, so we don't actually have a counter for this, but I imagine Blue should be able to deal with this. Yeah, one shot. Didn't think it would be a one shot, but that's fine. You're a pure normal type, so we'll go into Oz. It's only level 13, it should be fine anyway. Even if he crits, I can't imagine he one-shots. I one-shot in return, though. We can move Tackle out the way now, because we just don't need that now. We'll put Razor Shell up front. We'll actually put Tackle in front of Water Gun, because we're Well, our special attack is still quite strong at the minute, so that's fine. You've got Metal Claw up front, then yeah. Right. So we've got to listen to all this again. We are going to just use this last potion. Just so we don't have to go back to the Pokemon Center just yet. And you should be able to take out this Patrat just fine. Well, maybe not actually. Okay, we'll bring Oz in. With his Mystic Water. Oh, well, we'll just make sure this is a one-shot. Yeah, with the Mystic Water boosted Razor Shell, everything in here should be fairly easy. Let's actually just put you up front. Now the first book. Is this one. And it's you. And we should just be able to start Razor Shelling even with the next defense. Oh, next defend. Now your defense has been dropped. So was mine, but this should finish it now. There we go. And it's this one, and then it's the girl in the middle. Yeah, this attack boosted Razor Shell is very nice. Am I going to play Peter Pokemon fan game? I've never heard of that. I mean, I'm down to check out fan games, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I can't say I've heard of that one. Right, now we just have the gym lead left, so let's get everyone up to level. Fury Cutter is a bug move. And like I say, with an attack boost nature, this might be alright. Forgot what bug is super effective against, but... Oh, you learn Dig through level up, not even by TM. That's perfect. Just in time as well. Right, you evolve at level 20, right? So we'll use you to probably put her Watchog asleep. And then Confuse Ray over nothing. And then we need to keep Garfield at level 17, so... Secret Power could be useful. It's stronger than Pound already, plus with the chance of added ability. Could come in handy. So, what we want to do is, against the Herdier, is... use my own Watchog, hit a couple workups, hopefully take it out, and then more than likely end up sacrificing this to her watchhog to hopefully put it to sleep, and then we'll either send in her, my own herdier to work up and take it out, or just send in DWAT and take it out with that. But let's see how it goes. So, second gym, Lenora. Yeah, you lead with herdier. You do have the intimidate ability, which is already better than mine, so that is a bit annoying. So I do need to boost you up twice just to get you to +1. That takedown did massive damage. I don't think Cut's going to kill, but... No, okay. Right. You are going to go for a potion now, right? Yeah. So I hit my own workup. Hit another one. Why not? Unless it crits, we survive. Unless we miss. So this is going terribly. Gonna hit you with a couple growls instead. And then we're also gonna hit and attract because okay, so now let's send in Bill. Hit it with a dig. And this should finish it. And there we go. Now the Watchhog isn't that big an issue. Never mind. It goes for Retaliate, of course. We finished that off with one more Razor Shell. That didn't go as smoothly as I was hoping. If our herdier had hit its takedown, then we might have been in a better scenario, but we've now lost Excadrill. But we should have some potential workarounds in the future anyway, so... Now we go get our... hopefully Sawaddle. Let's actually drop off the dead mons before I forget. So the Watchhog was used as bait anyway, so I don't really mind losing that. But the potential Excadrill is a huge loss. I completely forgot about Retaliate. Well, let's go pick up our grass type. Let's get you beaten just so then we have the free heal later on. Just in case we need it. Yeah, you go that way. I'll take on these guys. And now in the forest, It doesn't say I need to use the dark grass, so we should be fine. All right, let's go back to using our stat building moves, because we have given up on them very early. That finishes you off, and then this bite has made you flinch. Perfect. Right, take you out. Well, that secret power looks to be some kind of grass move now, so puts it to sleep. Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. An Ordino already coming in clutch. Right, so repel. Put you up front. And we should basically guarantee a Sawaddle, right? If my notes are correct. Okay, well, I wasn't trying to fight you yet. I'm a bit surprised I'm not running into any Pokemon. Let's do a quick look-see. Yeah, saying at level 17, we have got a 40% chance of finding one, so why is that 40% chance not proccing? Here we go. Oh. Well, we accidentally run into some shaking grass, that's fine. And this is our last one before we have to run back and pick up some more repels. So let's stay on the edge just in case. Okay, back we go. Not sure why we're not finding one. It is a bit strange. It's saying 40% across all seasons, so it can't exactly be because of the season. Let's pick up another 10 and let's try this again. I'm not missing something, right? Well, if I can't find one in a couple of minutes, we can also... Well, no, we can't. I was going to say we can go to the dark grass. pick one up there instead, but we can't get there till later in the game. Mitts, in the one outside, that one is saying you get timber. I am going off Bulbapedia, so maybe there's a better website. But that one says outside at level 17, you've got a good chance of getting timber. Interior, which should be this pit, is saying Swadloon or Swaddle. But maybe Bulbapedia is incorrect. If there is a better website that people use, I'd love to know. Let's just keep going forward. Let's push on through. Let's just double check. Yeah, it says interior is that. The exterior has got the Timpole, Pidove, Timber, and Sock and Throw. Yeah. I'm confused. I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually. We'll hopefully run into one at some point. Let's just do us a quick little heal on Herder. I didn't mean to run into you, but fine. This should be okay. We do have to be careful because Purloid is up front, so it is getting free XP. But by the looks of it, it's not mattering at the minute anyway. Don't like how much damage that did. We are going to have to just start making our way through here because we are running out of repels again. And I don't want to exactly be caught in the middle of a patch of grass with no repel. Just try and share the XP for the minute because we aren't a million miles away from the next gym. I am liking secret power in this forest, though. Oh. You've just over-leveled, so now I have to wait until the patch of grass later. Because in the dark grass, at level 25, apparently, they show up again, but We have to unlock that patch of grass first. I said Swadloon in the dark grass at 25, so yeah, We just have to lose the encounter here for now. Please be a 2-shot. Perfect. Well, it is what it is. It is going to make getting the Leaveney longer to take, because it's going to take longer to get the friendship up, but it's fine. We can do without a grass type for now, at least. I don't want to actually run into a Pokemon now, though. Just go. Well, hold on. Without Repel, the options are. So it could still be a Sawaddle, could be a Cottony, which I could go trade for the Petalil, which, But then I am running the risk of a Venipede and a Pidove, which I don't particularly want either, to be honest. So we'll skip on through. And we'll make do. It's not the end of the world. And I got Kyogre. Oh, well, very well done. That should, if you just set up Calm Minds, that should basically finish the rest of the game for you. Because I know in the past, in other runs, well, in earlier gens, Kyogre has cost me many a run just by setting up a Calm Mind or two. We've got the Miracle Seed, which we don't need yet. Give me the Quick Claw. Does anyone even need that yet? I suppose for the odd chance of something outspeeding. Well, for the odd chance of proccing, sorry. We'll put it on. It's better than nothing. So through here, obviously we've got the Eevee. Well, we've got the. Well, there's an evolution stone there, but I don't know what I'm going to need that for yet. So we'll save that. You get out of the way. We'll go pick up our Eviolite. And that's about it, really, for needed items in this area. Jamie, hey, how you doing, my mate? Welcome to the stream. We are once again going to try to beat Pokemon Black. We have... You like my content? I appreciate that, mate. I have already lost my drill bur, so you know, Excadrill is now no longer an option, but we can make it work without it. Hopefully, anyway. And let's just get this gym over with. So this is a lot of bug and grass types. I don't have great counters for that right now, but Herdia workup should be enough of a workaround. Well, I hope it is anyway. This stream is nice. I appreciate that. We're not doing anything too crazy tonight, but hopefully we can pave the way for tomorrow. So I said earlier in the stream, but I don't know if anyone was here. The plan is tonight to at least get to Alyssa or Lesser or whatever. Open up that drawbridge, and then tonight I'm going to do some farming off stream for all the wings. And then hopefully, since we are boosting the levels, we can make up for the lost EVs with the wings. That is the idea anyway. Have I subbed you yet? What do you mean? Like if I subbed you out, I haven't named anyone you yet, but we can get there. We do have a couple encounters coming up in a minute, so I can name someone you if you want. And then hopefully try not to sub you out. Smoke ball's pointless. And now it's time for the gym. Have I subbed on YouTube? No. I haven't subbed to anyone on this channel. This channel is for my content. People I sub to is on my alt account, which you guys won't be knowing the name of. But have you subbed to me? That is the question. Let's right. Seeing as we don't need to keep you at a low level anymore, we will start leveling you up, because you can be used as a sacrifice in this gym. Oh, and you also evolve, so that Eviolite is now pointless. You'd like to be a dragon type? I can hopefully make that work for you. I believe I can actually. I can guarantee a dragon encounter. If it's in this game or the next game. Yes, so in the Mistralton Cave, level 31, I can repel in the first chamber, which will give me a high chance of boulder, and then in the guidance chamber, which technically counts as a separate area, doing the same guarantees me the Axew. So I am guaranteed a Haxorus in this run. We'll give you fake out because it is a nice little flinch, first turn flinch. But the Eviolite is now pointless on you, so we might give it to you instead. Give you a bit more survivability, so when I set up the workups, you can hopefully just take out the entire gym. And then we'll put the Quick Claw on Ordino, I suppose. But where are we down here? So, yeah, we're back there, right? Okay, cool. Right, fake out. Hit it with the pursuit. Nice. Of course you're off poison point. Probably should have seen that coming. Are the wall cake? No, they are like honeycombs or something. Very, very sticky. And kind of annoying, to be honest. Antidotes. We'll just use the Lipard for now to soak up some XP. You're just teasing me with the Sawaddle. That is not nice. Before we actually take on the gym, I do want to find out what secret power does in here. Dwebble is Bug Rock, so should be a nice easy kill. So speaking of, we'll put Ordino up front and hopefully find out what secret power's second ability is in here. Paralysis would be okay, I suppose. Potential poison could be nice. Or just putting things to sleep like it does in the forest would be very handy. It looks like a body slam, so it's probably paralysis. I gotta go, but remember fossil Pokemon is me. Yeah, no problem. Shouldn't be too far behind on that one either. After we get through this gym, we've got some good encounters coming up, so the team should hopefully start looking a lot better. Just hope the Darumaka that I'm more than likely guaranteed doesn't have that hustle ability, because that is a terrible ability. I don't even know if secret power has a second effect on this actually. Let's just go into you. Let's play it safe. Bite's more than enough. Let's not take damage that we don't need to. And that is the gym leader open. Right. So. We don't need to do these all over again, so we could just run, get a quick heal. Then, as I say, the plan is lead with Herdia, set up the workups, take everything out with takedown. If that isn't the case, we could run into a spot of bother, taking out the Leaveney, but we'll try to make it work. having a Blitzel here instead of a Lipod would be very nice, but that is not the way the cookie crumbled, unfortunately. And also, I do kind of need to keep someone level 22. For the Repel strat in the Desert Resort to essentially guarantee the Sand Isle. Doesn't exactly guarantee it, but it gives us a high chance of finding it at level 22. So we will keep the Lipod at level 22 just in case. Let's see, you do have poison point, so if you poison me, we aren't going to be able to just stay in. That was a crit. Let's go for 2. We should be fine with 2. Missing is not great. That's another crit. I was hoping that was a one-shot. This could be a reset. It is a paralysis. I'm not playing sand attack strats with you. Looks like I'm going to have to. Alright, leave an E. Now, I could really do with you getting paralysed here. This is going to be a reset. 100% this is a reset. Oh well. As I say, I didn't get the encounters I perfectly wanted. I accidentally got Drillbur killed, so it is what it is. Okay, right. Let's try that again. So we start here, hope for the Lillipup again. We don't get it. As I say, we do reset until we get Lillipup because it is kind of essential for this early part. Especially since we're not going for the monkey. Lillipup, please. There we go. Right. I do actually need to heal, don't I? Alright, let's just get past this guy. Go re-heal. And we can restart the journey. Enjoy the Pokemon stuff. I appreciate you. I'm glad you enjoy even. There is going to be a lot of Pokemon stuff in the near future because, as the stream title says, we're not streaming anything else until we finish Black 1. Now, whether I stick to that for Black 2, different story, but we are finishing Black 1 before we move on to anything else. Ding, ding. Right, Bianca wants another fight here again. But we should be fine with the level 10. There we go, right. First town all over again. Give me the Dusk Ball. I'll take on Charon. Why is your first move not tackle? I was wondering why I kept going for Leer. Right, Oz should finish this guy off. Don't Vine Whip. Okay, well, still does nothing, never mind. Alright, we've got them for the gym. Let's fix your moves. There we go. Yours are fine, right? Yep. And yours are fine. What's your nature this time, actually? It's a rash nature, which is plus special attack, minus special defense. Pretty useless, but it is what it is. Right, gym time. Right, there you are. So, it's level 14, yes. So, a quick little heal. Let's get this guy taken care of. First gym is not really an issue at all. And that is the lollipop down. Could have been a bit dangerous with all them workups, but not really. Now you go for your workups while I go for defense drops. And blue handles this, right? You are faster, but this should be a two-shot. And you just waste all that time using workup. So, yeah, first gym, easy peasy. Go away. Right, so teach that to Lilliput. And then cut onto you. It's better than tackle. Well, it's the same as tackle basically, so yeah. Let's deal with Team Plasma and then pick up our Ordino. Ah, yes, go away. Right, let's find some shaking grass. Don't take all day. Actually, I'll tell you what. Do you give me the fire monkey, yeah? Pansia, yeah. Okay. Give me that. You are going to be my way through Berg. And then if we keep Drilber alive, he should be able to take us through a lesser. So it's fine. Yeah, there's the grass now. Of course it is. We definitely don't want a purloin, so that's fine. Although I suppose if I go for a purloin like next time or something, that does take it out of the encounter rate, encounter pool in Route 3, which means I am guaranteed a Blitzel or Pidove. Obviously we want the Blitzel, but I don't know. We'll see how far this run gets us, and then we can maybe tinker with the plan a bit more then. But this Panzer should be more than enough to get us through to get us past Berg anyway, so. You can also learn work up as well, right? Yeah, let's give that to you. And let's make you at least a little bit stronger. We won't be using Scratch. We will stick with Incinerate or Lick. Lick could be useful for basically guaranteed Paralyze. Not going to be useful in this next gym because they're both normal types, but could give us that little extra help against Leaveney. We need to fight all you guys for money so that I can get repels. So I can guarantee my Drilber. And none of you are really hard anyway, so. And I'm hoping actually, just thought when Lillipup evolves, hopefully he has the Intimidate ability this time instead of that Sand Rush one or whatever that one was. Because Intimidate is a really useful ability and getting that other one was pretty unlucky. Well, I don't know if it was actually unlucky. I think it's a 50-50, but still. And then we've got Sharon coming up. Let's just do a quick heal off you. I think you lead with Snivy, don't you? So let's put Stake up to the job. Oh, we've got this double battle first. Incinerate both of you. And let's just cut one of you as well. Incinerate both of you again. I suppose Incinerate's at least useful that it does hit both. Let's check you out first. Relax nature, minus speed plus defense. Eh. Not great, but we'll make it work for now. As I say, I only really need him for the third gym. And then we can switch him out for Dirumaka anyway. Oh, I forgot. Incinerate burns up your little berries as well. Haha. Right, yes, let's go deal with them too, and then let's pick up our Drillbur. I need to go pick up Repels first, right? Yep. Alright, uno momento. Also get rid of that X defend and X speed, because we don't need them. And then I'm hoping 10 does the job. How many Pokeballs we got? Got an Ultra Ball, Great Ball, fight. Yeah, we're fine. Let's take out these scrubs. Could be in trouble, seeing as that's not a two-shot. But you'll never get that other one off, so that's absolutely fine. There we go. Let's use a workup and hopefully you two target the Snivy. Perfect. Don't both use detect. Okay, alright, we do need to... this one does need to die ASAP now. Okay, cool. There we go. That bide could have been a little bit dangerous, but luckily we got through. Right, now you disappear. And let me find my Drillbur in peace. Anytime today would be nice. Come on. Feel like this is going to take a while. Any time today would be nice. Come on, man. Right, this is going to take too long. I am going to put a TV show on. So, if I'm quiet for long periods of time, it's because I'm watching something. Got to find it first. Fresh Prince, there we go. Alright, so we're going to put that on the second monitor and then put the chat on the main monitor. So if anyone says anything, I can still see what you're saying. No, I can't, because the second I click off it, it disappears. This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. So I have became the prince of a town called Bel Air. This is slightly taking the piss now. Oh, come on, we got to continue with this goddamn game. Didn't even mean to do that. Is there any more hidden around here? Nope. Seen this episode. Let's go pick up our Blitzel first then. One last try. And then we'll just move on to Blitzel because I do actually need this drill bit to be either level 11 or a low or below to help with the repel manipulation, but I don't even know if that's going to work. I'm bored of this. We're going to try and get our Blitzel without repels this time. Because otherwise we're going to be here all night looking at nothing. Right, Let's see what we get. Right, Pidove, that at least helps with the gym. I don't know how I'm going to hit this without killing it. We'll try a bite. It's probably going to kill, but fine. Oh, it doesn't even come close. Okay. Right. Let's, I suppose, spend a couple more minutes trying to get this Drillbur.
Okay, see, that's just not fair. Why would you put one down there? I can't reach it. Finally. Okay, right. We can move on now. There we go. Right, finally, we can move on. Neutral nature, which isn't ideal, but it's better than the minus nature that the last one had. Let's check Piduf's ability in nature because I forgot to check. Hopefully it has that super luck or something ability it has. Big pecs. Fine. It'll do, I suppose. Let's keep it moving. Alright, let's pick up our Mystic Water and we're going to go to the dark grass underneath this route. And hopefully we can find ourselves a timber. Got another useless ability on Herdia. Right, let's go pick up our new encounter after we pick up Pokeballs. Right. Okay, our encounter is a Timpole. Completely not exactly useful in our run, but right. So Timpole can stay there. We don't need it. We'll put Rock Smash on Lilliput. And we'll get rid of Leer. We don't need Bite on you. Let's take our ends, take on this gym, and Hopefully we can get through Berg a lot better this time. This better be a 2-shot. Okay, it's a 1-shot, never mind. I'm not playing these confusion games. In West Philadelphia, born and raised. Oh, we've got an AI advertiser, so let's just block them real quick. And then how do I delete it? I don't know. Right, let's carry on. Okay, so the plan this time around is we are going to lead with Watchhog, try to put the herdier to sleep, and then while it's asleep, set up with my own and work out, or work up, and then hopefully take them both out with with a retaliate. Well, that plan didn't work out, did it? This guy's waking up far too fast, and that is Watchhog down. Alright, now you're going to hit retaliate, or not, you're going to go for hypnosis, okay. Could do with the waking up right about now. Right. This is another wipe. Oh no, we land the crit, okay. But that is, once again, half the team down. And all the Pokemon that were going to be useful against Berg. We do still have the dog. Not the dog, the monkey, so we'll go with that. Actually, no, we're just going to reset. We are done for today. This is turning out to be a lot more annoying and a lot harder than I was planning. So, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.